Dear students, in this video lecture we are going to deal with Python iterations. We have Python control structures where we have conditional statements and as well as iterative statements, looping statements. The agenda of this lecture is how to use while loop and for loop and break and continue statements, enumerate function in a given for loop, and loop repeat the same statement over and again and again. Loop, of course, you know what you mean by loop. Loop means a circle, a cycle. You got my point. A loop statement allows us to execute a statement or group of statement multiple times. Because it is a cycle, it is a circle, it allows us to execute the set of statements multiple times. Python programming language provides the following types of loops to handle looping requirements: while loop, for loop, while loop with else, break and continue. While loop, while condition, some condition is there, body of while. Based on that one, if this condition is true, then only these set of statements in the given body of while will be executed. If at all it is false, it will execute immediately after that while block, while code block. You got my point, very very important point. Repeats a statement or group of statements while a given condition is true, tests the condition before executing the loop body. Very very important point. First, a text condition, text expression condition will be checked. Look at syntax and flow chart. This is the flow chart, of course you know. A program to implement to print sum of 10 natural numbers, sum, and there is a indentation. After that one there is a printing for the sum. If at all you want to place this print here itself, you can observe the different output with multiple times printing. You can do that one. You got my point. Same way for loop, for variable in some sequence. Of course you have a lot of variations over there. We have a lot of variations, and we have another variation with else as well. If it is not there, obviously this else will execute. This is the flow chart of for loop. Initialization, after that one there is a text expression. If it all is true, body of for loop, and after that one there is a update statement, some update statement where based on that one again text expression. This will continue. You got my point. This will continue, and anytime it is false, obviously statement just below for loop will be executed. Here you can see that print 1 to 11. Okay, you can make this print within this for loop and you can observe the output over there. Same way while loop with else, same way. While loop with else. If this test condition is false, obviously this will execute. You got my point. Break and continue, so that we can able to use in iterative statements. Break to come out of loop. Break to come out of loop. Continue to skip a condition and execute again. To skip a condition, to skip a scenario, to skip a situation, and to execute after that condition, after that situation. You got my point. Break to come out of loop. To come out of loop. If break statement is inside a nested loop, break will terminate the innermost loop. Obviously, syntax of and flowchart of break. You can see that break comes out of break. You can see that flowchart. True, break, yes, exit loop. If no, generally, if at all you are going to use a break over there, obviously there is a if condition. Some condition checking will be done. You can see that if value is I, break. Continue to skip a situation and execute again and again. Very very important point. In continuation, it is yes. Obviously, it will skip the corresponding statement's execution, and again for test expression. Got my point? This will be done. Continue statement is used to skip the rest of the code inside a loop for the current iteration only. Loop does not terminate but continues on with the next iteration. You can see that if I is there, it won't print, but it will continue within the loop. Enumerate function for loop. Of course, we have a enumerate function. Even in C also there, enum, you got my point. You can observe that for num name in enumerate. Actually, it is a enumerated list. President start 1. This is the list over there. Enumerate starts with 1. Format num name. You got my point. You can observe that every time this enumeration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be done automatically. You got my point. This value will be printed. You got my point. After president 1, 2, 3, this type of output will be there. If at all you are going to use this enumerate, starts with 1. If at all starts with 20, obviously. Same way there is a increment, decrement, and of course you have a lot many variations out there. You can go through. Loop repeat, of course, you don't have any condition out there. Very, very important point. You don't have any condition, just it will execute as many times. In generally, if at all you are going to repeat loop, you got my point. Generally, you use break condition, a break condition, so that we will come out of corresponding repeat loop. You got my point. Very, very important. This is the flow chart, body of loop. Actually, there is no conditional checking at all. Directly enter into the loop. You got my point. Based on the break condition, it will come out. You got my point. Very, very important one.